It's Saturday, and after this week, I have felt the need to, as the kids say, touch grass. Like, I feel like very not grounded. Um, but touching grass, like literally, other than taking Pepper on her walks, is a little challenging because we live in an apartment. Um, and so we don't really have like an outdoor space, kind of. So, do have a back door that goes to kind of like a balcony space, but it's not nice by any means. Here, let me put this in 0.5. So yeah, it's definitely not nice, and it's also like a shared space, kind of. Like there's a door over there, I think goes to our superintendent's apartment. In any case, we don't use it for really anything. We've had these like IKEA chairs out here that Kyle has used as just like a place to spray paint. Pepper, don't eat those sticks. And then this is basically just my like dead plant graveyard, as you can tell. And then this like weird green astroturf was like here when we moved in. So aesthetically, like not a super cute place to spend time. It is our only outdoor space that we have. And as far as we know, we're staying in this apartment for a while. Like, yes, I wish I could like paint the cabinets and do other things to this apartment, but overall, like the layout really works well for us. And I feel like it might be like, I don't have any intentions of us moving anytime soon until we decide what we're doing with our lives. All that to say, I'm not going to be able to use this space for entertaining. I don't think it will ever like be super nice or anything. But all that to say, I still want to have a space that I could be outside. Like even this morning drinking my coffee, like if I could just sit outside and drink coffee in my space, I think that would be a win. So today is Saturday. I think I can tackle this project today in making this like some sort of like usable space for me to have some amount of outdoor space. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk you through my plan. So the first step, other than like throwing away these dead pumpkins, is to clean off these chairs. Like I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this project since, you know, it's just like a little space that I can sit outside. So this, I'm just gonna use like acetone, and I think I can get all that like paint off of there, and then I'm just gonna clean this one also while we're at it. So that will be step number 1. So I found that just like scraping it works better than using the acetone, because at least the scraping comes off in chunks. And this is basically creating like a toxic wasteland, but this green turf, astroturf stuff, it's just gonna get rolled up and thrown away altogether, so that those chips aren't gonna just like go out into the environment. But yeah, this is therapeutic, maybe? We'll call it therapeutic. Okay, this is really hard work. I've been at it for a while, and I didn't say what my plan was for these chairs other than cleaning them. I'm planning to spray paint them, and then I've got like seat cushions for them. So this is where we're at. It still looks atrocious, but the acetone didn't really work as well as I expected or had planned for it to at getting the paint up, but I was able to get like these main like flaky parts up with the knife. So long story short, I feel like that's good enough as far as like prepping it to be spray painted, just like one solid color, because then the cushion will be on top, so like that area will be fine like under the cushion. I just wanted to mainly get these like big flaky parts off so that the new spray paint like doesn't flake off with it. And then this up here is like an overspray type texture, so it's not really like, doesn't really like flake off. Yeah, and these are like $10 chairs from IKEA, and sure, I could have just bought new ones, but like for this area just being a place for me to sit, like we already have these chairs, I might as well just use them because this doesn't need to be something I spend a lot of money on. While I was out there scraping those chairs, I had a lot of time to think, and I was thinking about how, like, you know, you start to overthink how you're appearing to other people, or like all of those things. And of course, like, that area is gross. Like, it doesn't look nice. The apartment building, like, does not take care of it. And that sucks, but it is what it is. And yeah, so part of me felt some type of way about like putting that on the internet, but my whole account, I always say like sharing how to live a magical lifestyle wherever you are, and this is where I am. So it is what it is. This is where I live and making the best of it. And yeah, like, I don't want to hate the space I live in just because it's not exactly how I would want it. It's not my dream home or anything. Like I said, like, I do like this apartment, and we've really made it our own, I feel like. So I guess what I'm trying to say is normalize apartments, normalize homes that are not super aesthetic. Like, and I would be hypocritical if I'm saying that you can live a magical lifestyle wherever you are and then like not showing where I am, if that makes sense. Like, this is where I'm at in my life, and that's okay. Like, I'm 35. I just turned 35, and the millennial experience for any millennials, or, you know, Gen Z also, is not the same experience, not the same world that our parents grew up in. In that, when my parents were my age, like, they were on almost their second house that they had owned, and it's just not the reality of the world we live in anymore. Very few of my friends, I feel like, are homeowners, and the ones that are, a lot of them had help getting there, which is great, but that's not the reality I'm working with financially. So yeah, all that to say, I'm making this space for myself. It was a fun project that I want to do. I'm spending, I think, like less than $60 altogether on this. I am going to pick out like the spray paint colors that I want to use for the chairs, and I'm going shopping in Kyle's office. So he has a lot of spray paint because he does like art / murals with it. And I need to pick a color. I think for like the chair itself, I might just like paint it white again, and then maybe do something with color on top of that. I don't know. Okay, I'm going with this like periwinkle blue color. That's like one of my favorite colors anyways, and plus this one says it has like good coverage and you can use it outdoor and on plastic. So yeah, here we go. Okay, I was actually getting terrible coverage from that one, so I had to switch to this. Oh, wow. I had to switch to this Rust-Oleum one, which is like a brighter blue, which I don't know if I'm as stoked on, but at least the coverage is going on really nicely, and it's just like going on way more evenly. And for the next chair, I don't have another can of this exact blue, so I'm just going to do this one, which is like slightly more teal blue. Okay, now I need to take down this drop cloth and clean up that whole like trash pile over there of like dead plants and stuff. little progress shot of our new rug for outdoors. Yeah, the next thing I have is actually, you see how this has like no privacy whatsoever? I'm actually been like super socially anxious this whole project because I know I'm just like being perceived by every one of my neighbors. I have like a balcony screen that will go along this banister, so that's what I'm going to do next. This was one of the few things that I bought for this project, and it's this balcony screen. I got it on Amazon, but yeah. I don't know how long it is, so I'm trying to decide, do I want it to just be here or do I want it to be on the end piece also? I'll probably do the end piece also. And it has zip ties to adhere it to the railing. So now I'm gonna do that. Okay, I have to like cool down or something. I just had like a coughing fit because I think I should have been wearing a mask while I was spray painting and moving all that like stuff around. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a lunch break while those chairs really like set in and like the paint, it's still a little tacky. So I really want that to dry before I put the cushions on them. So I'm gonna take a little break while that happens and like get myself together. I also have like this little table. So I'm putting that just in the middle here, and it actually is the same color green that's gonna match the cushions you'll see later. So that'll just go in the middle. And then I do wanna have like some amount of greenery out here. So I'm going to use some of those pots that I had cleared away. And I got some plants at Trader Joe's. So I'm just gonna have a couple out here, I think. So let's do that. So I still have some more pots that I just put under this chair. So maybe I'll get a couple more plants because I think it would be nice if this was just like full with pots right here. I don't love the blue color of the chairs, but it is what it is. Okay, it's a couple hours later, and I think the chairs have dried enough for me to put the cushions on, and then that's where we're stopping for today. Like I said, I think I'm gonna get some more plants, but that's not happening today. Actually a couple days later now. It's Monday, and I just wanted to kind of show you my finished product. So I got some more plants. This was a plant I already had inside. I put it out here because it does well outside in the summer. And I got this, I don't know what it is, but I thought it was nice to kind of like separate our space. That one I already had from the other day. The lavender I already had from the other day. And then I got this plant also. And it's been kind of rainy here yesterday afternoon and today, so I actually have this magnetic hook I put on the door for the seat cushions so they can kind of be under this overhang for when it's raining. But I really like it overall. I think Pepper likes it. Okay, I put the seat covers on because I wanted to see it all done all together. Today's Monday, so I'm working from home, so it's kind of nice to be able to like take a break from my desk and come out here. So I'm really happy overall with how it turned out. Again, this is not like my dream outdoor space by any means, but it is an outdoor space I can actually use, and again, it's like making the best of whatever situation you're in and like enjoying the space that you're in. But thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'd be so appreciative if you should decide to subscribe. I'll see you real soon.